Hi everyone, happy Thursday. This is the penultimate English lesson from me. Tomorrow's some holidays, got one more lesson to go. So, shall we get started? I hope you're all excited, looking forward to next year. Let's bobify myself. So, before I go into the PowerPoint, I just want to say online there is a sheet and it's about planning your own myth. So you will need that today. There's 3 pages on there, okay? I think. Yeah, 3 pages, alright? So I'm going to close that because we don't need that today. So today's Myths and Legends lesson 23 and it's Thursday the 16th of July 2020. You're going to need pencil and pen, paper and your Myths and Legends lesson 23 booklet to help you. Make sure you get everything ready, I'm sure you do though. So you're going to be able to plan your own myth, you're going to be able to understand the features of myth, you're going to be able to use your knowledge from myths that you've learnt about, and you'll be able to use your own imagination to plan your own myth. Okay, make sure you got the LI and date written down. So we're gonna go through. Everything that's in a myth. While we're going through it, you might want to add some notes and think about where you want things to happen or what you want to happen. There's lots of slides, and make sure you go back over it to help you. So, setting, where is your story going to happen? Think about where the myths have happened so far. They've happened in ancient Greece. They have happened in some dark and scary places, but they really explain where it happens. Where does it start? What's your setting look like? Really use adjectives to help you. Your hero. Describe your hero. Are they male? Are they female? Are they a god? What do they look like? How old are they? What do they wear? Do they have a special weapon that they carry? Dilemma. What is going to be your problem that needs to be solved? Think about a problem. It could be a big problem. It could be a little problem. It's up to you. It could be an imaginary problem. It doesn't matter. And what have they been asked to help with and why? What is your hero's selling point? Why are they so amazing that they have to come and help solve this dilemma? Like, they're the best at it, so they're going to come and solve it. Quest. Where will the quest take your hero? They don't get straight to the dilemma. They go on a like journey, an odyssey. So there's going to be problems in that journey. What's going to happen? Okay, what do they see? What do they do on their journey? Do they meet any creatures? Do they meet any mythical creatures? You could make up some creatures, couldn't you? Powers. What special powers or gifts does your hero receive? Who do they get them from? Do they meet them along their way, on their journey? That would be really exciting. What happens next? How is the journey happening? And how is it going? Do they meet anyone on the way? You can make notes all around this. It's all in the booklet. A mythical monster. Why does the monster want to stop the quest? So create a mythical monster. Who are they? What do they look like? What are their features? Are they horrible? Why are they trying to stop your hero? How does your hero find out about this horrible monster? But what happens next? Do they meet the monster? How do they meet the monster? Where are they meeting them? When are they meeting them? Think about the 5 W's. What, when, who, how, why, where. I probably said all of them plus one. There's always a conflict. So what does it look like? What powers and weaknesses does it have? How do they defeat it? So there's something bad that they've got to defeat, like a monster. They're going to have like a fight, aren't they? And then a resolution. How does a myth end? Is the problem resolved and the quest completed? Or does it carry on? Is there another issue? Or does it not have a happy ending? It's up to you. So, in your myth, there's going to be villains to deal with, like monsters. Okay? Have a think about what you want your villain to look like. Will you want them to look nice? Will you want them to be like a surprise villain? Or do you want them to be, like, really obviously a villain? There's going to be weapons. You can have a bow and arrow, a sword, a knife, a spear, a trident. There's so many different weapons. there'll be things to find and people to help the hero. So what are you having to find? Who are you trying to find? Who's going to help you? You're going to have to think of all these different pieces of the jigsaw, fit them together. So write them down. Draw pictures of your characters. That will really, really help you. You're going to have to do brave things. Is it you're going to have to rescue somebody from the river, the ocean? Are you going to have to sail through somewhere? Are you going to have to take something from somebody? You're going to have to lift a rock or remove a sword from a rock. Be creative. Think about your own ideas rather than magpieing them too much from other sources. There's going to be dangers. What dangers are you going to come across? Think about ones we've already met. And there's going to be monsters. What's your monster going to look like? It's the Loch Ness Monster. What is it going to look like? But there should be a happy hero ending. But there might be a surprise right at the end as well. It's up to you. Remember, it's your myth. It doesn't always work out perfectly. So, on the sheet I've attached onto the website, there's this little map. And I want you to plan your story. Because tomorrow we're going to be writing it. And you're going to need to have a really decent plan to be able to write it. You're going to have to think about how the problem begins and why, the build-up, what needs to be created in the world, the beginning, who is the main character. So that'd be your hero, right? You'd also have your monster, your villain, what they like, what's the world like. You might want to draw pictures of them on another page and use adjectives to describe their personality. You've got your climax, it goes this way. Which is the problem? What effect does this have on your main character? And what happens between the characters? Your resolution. You solve the problem, the outcome. You tell me what happens in the world. And then the ending. What happens at the end? How does everyone feel? And there's some great starting words here. Right at the beginning of our story, you need to describe what happens. You need to describe how long ago it was and where you are. But we'll go into that more tomorrow. So, today you are going to plan your own myth. I want you to get creative. You might need to watch the video a couple of times, but that's okay. Just really think about the key details to plan your myth. Don't forget to send it to me at yr5@grange.harrow.sch.uk. I'm going to see you tomorrow for our final English lesson of the year. Bye guys!